not many teams get here.
Janai seemed to be, taking this particularly hard. Just, hoodie up, jersey off. I mean, everyone's hurting right now, obviously, but to know that
I'm not taking it hard enough.
No, I mean, knowing that knowing that he probably wasn't 100% for the biggest game of the year and still went out there. I mean, what kind of message that sent to the rest of the team, and how much do you feel for him?
We all some dogs in this team. We're battling through injuries, many stuff. By the end of the day, we give it all we had. Sadly, we came up short. By the end of the day, we made history this year. So we got something to be proud of.
What was kind of the message from Coach Pearl? Did he just talk about things that went wrong, or was it more just like a goodbye message to the team?
To be honest, I was a little zoned out while that was happening because, still sad about, the loss. But, no, he was just trying to encourage us, knowing that, we made history and that, there's a family in here at the end of the day, whether what happens, win it all or lose it. But, his message is to, stick together. That he never had a team so connected as us, so that's really special for him and for all of us.
CP, you walked off the floor and you said, that was for my island. Explain what you meant by that.
I left it all out there for them. Sadly, we ain't come out, in the dub. By the end of the day, I could sit here and go back to bed and say, yeah, I gave it all I had in my tank. And that was for my island, because not many Dominicans being here in this place and being able to put a performance, even though we ain't win, but still.
How was your hand going into that game? Were you comfortable with your hands going into that game?
Nope, at all. It was hurting so bad, but how I say, once them lights shine, ain't no excuses. I go out there and live it all, and that's what I try to do every night.
How did that kind of affect you, especially kind of being on your shooting hand?
I mean, it affected me a lot because, throughout this whole playoffs, I really haven't been shooting good other than today. And, it did bother me a lot, but at the end of the day, you can't make no excuses for the reason why we lost. So.
The seniors on this group, after the game, what was the vibe between you guys?
I mean, they know, we all getting our own little space, being able to soak it all, and, it's sad, but they know, we got each other back no matter what. Once we go to the hotel, chop it up and, know that we got each other's back.
How much of this team has been built on that? You guys are best friends, and that showed on the court. Looking back on that, what was special most to you about this team?
Just being able to know that they got my back and I got theirs at all times. No matter they call me at 2 in the afternoon, 3 in the morning, something they need to be in there, and I know that I need one of them there. They'll be there for me. The same as vice versa.
You try to come back next season?
Come on, bro.
You said you weren't comfortable when you hit that first three. Was it just knocking that one down? You thought, okay, I'm good.
I mean, not really, because it was still hurting, but, just hitting that first one obviously gave me a little more confidence to just go out there and shoot it.
Coach comes in.